Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of Writer's Tears Double Oak. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of Writer's Tears Double Oak. Writer's Tears is a recreation of 19th century Irish whisky, and the brand pays homage to 19th and early 20th century writers. This particular whisky is single pot still and single malt blended together, and it's aged in ex-bourbon and ex-cognac casks. This particular whisky is also 46% ABV, it's non-chill filtered, and it retails for £45 in the UK. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. So before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like an amber, but potentially it is coloured as it doesn't say so on the box. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get is pear drops. I'm getting orchard fruits, like green apples. There's like a hint of cloves. I'm getting some shortbread. And I'm also getting some wax crowns. Kind of reminds me of like Clynelish 14 on the nose. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, so this is quite creamy to start with. There's a nice creamy texture, which then brings on like tropical fruits. I'm getting like pineapple. Really is lovely and fruity. And then I'm getting like caramel, but it's like caramel apple pie. I'm getting like the orchard fruits, the apples, the cooked green apples, and some sweet caramel. Really is nice. Let's have another sip. Yeah, there's a lot going on with this. I'm getting some nice baking spices now on the palate. There's a hint of cloves like I picked up on the nose. There's some star anise. And I'm also getting some biscuit, like the shortbread biscuit that I picked up on the nose. Really is nice. Let's have one final sip. Yeah, I'm starting to get like a treacle or molasses sort of note on the palate. And that sort of, as that dissipates, I'm getting like a black tea sort of note, which is not bad. There's also like peaches. I'm getting like a peach vibe on the palate. But then that's turning into like orange oil, and that's yeah, there's so much fruit in this, so many different types of fruit really going on with this. I think this is a really well put together dram. In terms of finish, I'd say it's medium. It does linger for some time on the palate. I'm getting a little bit of green apple skins, slightly like tannic wood note as well. And there is that sort of baking spices that lingers for some time. In terms of value, well, this retails for around the £45 mark in the UK. So I think for a non-age statement whisky like this, I don't think it's too bad when you consider what potentially goes into this, but it can be had on offer from time to time. I think it regularly sits around this sort of £40 mark when it's on offer, but occasionally it's even cheaper than that. Sometimes £30, which is a real bargain. I think the liquid in this, because obviously Walsh whisky that make it don't distill the liquid itself, I believe it comes from Middleton, which is the home of Redbreast and Jameson. So it really is a powerhouse of whiskey making. So they do have a combination of pretty much anything you could want for Irish whiskey wise. And I think, you know, the people at Walsh Whisky have come up with a good combination with this particular blend. And I think it works really well on the palate. I think it works really well on the nose. And I think when it's on offer, I think price-wise, I think this is a no-brainer, and it's definitely a bottle that I'll replace. The only thing I don't like about this bottle is the size. I think it won't fit on everybody's shelf, and for some people that's a real consideration. But I have got shelves that this will fit on, so it doesn't bother me, and I'd be happy to buy this and put it back on the shelf once this bottle is empty. If you've tried this, or indeed anything else from Walsh Whisky in the Writer's Tears brand, then let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have tried this particular one and you loved it, or even if you didn't, let me know. I really want to know your feedback, because it really helps me shape my channel, and obviously the experience that I bring to you in terms of reviews. If there's something else that you think I should review that's similar to this, price wise or flavour wise, then again let me know in the comments. Really interested to hear your thoughts. And hopefully I'll see you again next week for more Irish whiskey. Stauncher. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.